hey, put out your calf muscle, feel this for a second. You know, say something like that.
And you'll be
to catch their
facing the
attention.
other one.
Try this out real quick. Yeah, I'd be facing the customers, right? So if I'm working this booth, I'm sitting up front and I'm addressing the customers. You know, you have back pain, shoulder pain, lower back pain. You know, this is created by a chiropractor. It's incredible what it'll do. Try it out real quick. It's a medical grade gun. It's not like the cheap knockoff ones you find at Walmart for 50 bucks. This is actually medically approved, FDA approved. It's a quality product. Try it out. But you want to, you know, get them to stop. So you don't just sit there and wait. Sit there and address people, try to get them to stop. Once you get them to stop, this particular head, you've got 8 different heads. So I'll usually get into it with the customers, but first I'll get it on and then I'll start talking about the different heads. So it goes 60% deeper than a regular massage. All right, it was created by a chiropractor to loosen up his patients so he can adjust them better, right? But ever since that happened, it's called the Theragun. It sells for like 800 or more, and that's the original chiropractor that created them. But what's happened since then, if they have discovered, you know, different companies and agencies and even sports companies like NBA, NFL, they've discovered that these products will help recovery big time. They'll actually cause your muscles to heal 3 times faster. So if you're like a professional athlete, you know, you want those muscles to heal as fast as possible so you can be better at the next game. So here you have 20 different settings, right? Let me just show you real quick how to turn it on. So this is how you turn on the battery, all right? And it's a replaceable battery.
You don't charge it?
Yeah, you plug it in and charge it. But if, you know, 10 years down the road, if you need to replace it, you can replace it, which is nice. Especially for our commercial users, because we'll sell these commercially to chiropractors and physical therapists, and they'll use them on their patients, and they're doing it 8 hours a day. So, you know, eventually they'll want to change that out. You get up to 6 hours of use per charge, and that's continual use. So if you're like a professional, that's going to last you all day. You won't have to worry about recharging it in the middle of the day.
And what setting?
So here's what you do. You got the power button to get it started. You want to stop it. You pull the head out. You got 8 different heads that come with our model. It's got a rubber gasket on it. It just pops in like that and pops out like that.
And the benefits of the different heads are?
Yeah, we're going to go through each head real quick. I'm going to start. I just wanted to point this out. Now that number there is your battery life. See that number there? 6. That 10 is full, 1 is at the bottom. You know, so you'll know when to recharge it. When you start it, it starts on 1. That's the first speed. It goes up to 20 different speeds. So it gets real powerful. See that? So, you know, usually you'll start people off on a lower speed.
Good.
But I'll tell you, this one right here is one of the more forgiving heads. As you can see, it's a softer head. See that foam? So you can use that pretty well in most areas around the body, and it's not going to bother you.
Yeah.
You know, if you're hitting joints and stuff, it's not going to hurt. But then some of our other heads, we start getting a little stronger here, like with the flat head. That's going to be a little more force, so you'll have to be a little more careful with it. You're not going to want to hit bones and stuff with it as much because it may hurt you. So you just got to be a little more careful with it.
Yeah, all I have is skin and bones.
Skin and bones, yeah. You can hit about, the average person will hit about 90% of their body without having somebody do it. So it's like anything, you know, you can do most of it yourself. It's always nice to have somebody do it. But if you don't have somebody do it, you can get most of your body yourself. Now I can get 100%. I might be a little more flexible than most. See, I can go around the shoulder blades like that. I can go up and get the lower back as well.
So the first head, the softer one, that's the one that you hit them first with?
Yep. Yeah, you hit the softer one, then you can go to the flat head. And then you can kind of point out, you know, real quick, this one is great for the spine. You go up and down the spine or the Achilles heel. It also feels nice on the hands if you're wanting to get like pressure points and stuff. See that? Got those different points. We also have a 4-point one, which is great for the feet, you know, for reflexology. It's also nice for larger muscle masses. So like if you're getting those larger muscles, like calf muscles,
Ooh.
yeah,
Good.
that one's got some power. It goes deeper in. Now the best one for legs and arms is going to be our half moon, or crescent moon, I mean. And it's just the perfect form for the legs. This is the one that, oops, it is a gun, so it does shoot sometimes too. You be careful. But this one works great for the legs. Our professional athletes use this a lot.
Ooh. Ooh.
And then what I'll do is I'll hand it to the customer. So now here's what I want you to do. Start it up at the hips here, sciatic nerve, IT band. You're going all the way down the IT band, then go up around the knee, and then do the calf muscles. Go ahead, try it out. And I hand it to them, and I let them try that out. And then a lot of times they're doing that. I'll grab another gun. A lot of times there's more than one person there, so I'll try to get other people involved too. So like maybe the main person, you know, the husband or the wife, whoever it is that's starting on it. I want the husband to do it as well because I want to close them both. So I'll get him started on something as well. I may give him, a lot of times if I'm going to hand it to somebody and focus on the other person, I'm going to give them this head because they're not going to be able to hurt themselves so much with this head, right? So that's a more, and then we'll get into the other heads.
And this retails for
well, hold up.
$2.99.
We're almost there. I just want to show the last couple parts to you, sir. You know, I'm on page 3 and you're jumping to 5, so just give me a second. I'll catch up. This one here is our reflexology one for pressure points. So great for the foot. You know, I've sold this to a lot of reflexologists. It's their favorite one because they can get all those points on the hand and on the foot. And then this one is just, we call it the bullet head, and it's great for hitting knots, larger knots, and getting pressure points. You feel that? It's got more tension to it. The last one I want to show you is this one here. Is our gas head, okay? And this one goes anywhere. It's the softest head, so you can hit. You gotta be careful about tilting it like that.
Doesn't say anything.
You can hit on the hands there, the backs of the hands, for tennis elbow, you know, carpal tunnel. You know what I mean? So hit all the forearms up, around the joints, the kneecap, even the jawline, you know, the temples. I mean, anywhere you want to hit. This is the softest head, so it's not going to
See,
hurt
the
you.
reason I can't walk is
Yeah.
because I've got that, I had that reaction to that ciprofloxacin antibiotic, and I've got ruptured tendons, cartilage, and tendonitis, and all of them are ruptured. And if I stand up and I walk, if you walk behind me, you'll hear it. I'll pop and crack just hard.
Yeah.
But that's me.
Well, this could
help.
hold on. The ant on you. This could be something would actually help bring blood flow to the area and help that area heal up, especially like tendonitis and stuff. I actually got some tendonitis about a month ago working on my brother's house and just kind of overdid it with the hammer. And so just focusing on that a little bit, it'll help it heal up. Statistically, it's medically proven you'll heal up 3 times faster
Is
using
there a
this kind
manual
of
that
massage.
comes with it?
Yeah, it's actually called a fascial massage. And what that means is the fascial is the membrane over your muscle that holds your muscle together into a form, right? And so being a fascial massage, you're working through the entire muscle. You're penetrating the entire muscle, and that's how it's able to help it heal faster. It's not just hitting the surface or 20%, but it's going all the way through. Now, as far as the price goes, not every massage gun is a fascial massager, so you got to remember that. You can find cheap ones for $30, $40. I've seen them at Walmart, I've seen them at Lowe's. Then you can find ones that are a little better for $100 or $120, but those still are not medical guns. And you got to understand that. I can go to the store and buy a Ryobi for 20, 30 bucks, and it's a cheap little drill, and I can get my Milwaukee one for 300, and I'm going to be able to drill a lot faster, and it's going to do a way better job, and it's also going to last me forever, so that's why it's the #1 used drill for contractors, right? So that's the difference. This is actually a commercial gun. It's a medical grade gun. So it's built with that brushless copper motor, not a cheap little aluminum motor. This is going to last the long haul. You buy this, you're not going to have to keep buying one every 6 months. In fact, I've had a lot of people come and that bought one of these from me that already spent, $50, $60 at Costco for one, and they felt this is a lot stronger, and also theirs already broke or whatever the case is. Sometimes they're still working, but they realize this one works way better and they buy it. So it's a big difference. Like I said, the Theragun sells for $800. Ours sells for $599 on our website. It's a great price. It's a quality product. But here at these shows, we always move a lot of products, so the company lets us discount it. So we normally do $299. At Canton here, we're taking another $50 off. So $250 to get it right now. Now, if you get two of them, we'll do two of them for $400. So that's $200 a piece if you want to get two of the full 8-headed medical grade gun. We also have the mini gun. The mini gun sells for $399. It's still a brushless copper motor. It's still a quality gun. We don't call it the medical gun, even though it still has a lot of the same qualities, because it doesn't have quite the same amount of power, and the battery life won't give you a full 6 hours. It's more like a 2 or 3 hour use on it. But it's a great personal gun, and a lot of people, if they're doing more traveling on airplanes and stuff, they'll like to buy this one for traveling when they're out and keep this one at home. All right, and what's nice is that the heads, this one comes with 4 heads, this one comes with 8 heads. But the nice thing about this one is that they both use the same heads.
Okay.
So if you have, they're interchangeable. So if you get the combo set, you get both of them for only $349. If you get 2 combo sets, we'll do 2 combo sets for $299. So you're going to save, when you buy more.
I'm gonna need you to text me the price.
Okay, well, you have it in the video, but I'll go ahead and text it to you as well. Yeah, I'll text it to you as well. But yeah, definitely reflect on the video and the stuff I'm going over here. And I'd say the main thing that closes these is you have to distinguish the difference between this one and the cheap one they saw at Walmart or on Instagram or on, there's a difference. Just like anything in life, you get what you pay for, But anyways, yeah. But anyways, yeah, so that's it. If you want just the minigun, some people just want that. It's $175 if you want just the mini. So $175 or 2 for $300 if you want the 2 minis.
Perfect. I know, Mark, but tell you what, that felt good.
Yeah. Well, you'll see professional athletes, like for real, and mention this to people. A lot of them have seen it, but professional athletes using them all the time on the sidelines. But here's the deal: you don't have to be an athlete to benefit from this. Even though we'll sell it, basketball shows and volleyball shows, they do great because parents are buying them for their athletic kids. But if you have, remember, it was actually developed by a chiropractor because it loosens you up so well. So if you got muscle tension, if you got aches, you got fibromyalgia, you've got scoliosis, you've got muscle spasms and cramps, whatever's going on with you, 9 times out of 10, this is going to be very beneficial for you.
Sounds good to me.
All right,
I got that. You're going to send it to me.